Where is Halo? Hey YouTube, Dandy here. When I started this channel, the pitiful state of the Halo franchise was worrying, but now it's just pathetic. It's laughable. Halo, the franchise we all love so much, is just a punchline at this point. 2017 was probably the most uneventful year in the franchise's history. Halo Wars 2 was a thing. No one cared, no one bought it, no one talked about it. And then for the rest of the year, nothing. Well, in November we did get the first content update for Halo 5 ever since December 2016, but this was by far the weakest of the content updates. It added 4K support for the Zox, okay, some commendations, okay, some weapon tuning that apparently everyone hated, okay, some new skins that you can't even use yet, yada yada yada. The only things in this update I really cared about were that they finally added Oddball and System Link back. Took them long enough, eh? This update was called Overtime? They should have fucking called it Overdue. To top off this cosmic void, we heard nothing about Halo 6. No gameplay, no trailers, no vidocs, no hints. Hell, the game hasn't even been announced yet. And now, 343 has hinted that the next Halo game won't even be coming out this year. Oh, and remember that Halo TV show that they haven't said a thing about ever since announcing it in 2013? Well, Showtime's president swears that it's still in the works, like a cheating girlfriend swearing she still loves you. Come on, we haven't heard anything about this TV show in years, and we haven't heard anything about Halo 6, period. 2018 is looking to be even duller for Halo than last year was, so that begs the question, what is going on with Halo 6? I'll tell you what I think's going on. Halo's major releases have always operated on a 3-year release cycle. There were 3 years between each game in the original trilogy, there were even 3 years between Halo 3 and Reach, and there were 3 years between Halo 4 and 5. Halo games are also announced a year or two before launch, so what gives? Why have we heard nothing about Halo 6 aside from the fact that it's not coming out this year? 343 fans keep using strict deadlines as an excuse for the miserable states of the MCC and Halo 5 at launch, so why did Microsoft let Halo 6 get delayed then? Why has 343 been so silent on Halo 6? Did 343 get a budget cut or something? I really wonder. What exactly made the management over there completely change their model? Oh, so it was the poor sales of Halo 5. So, what happened to the claim that Halo 5 had the biggest box office in franchise history? Halo 5
was a colossal failure.
It was heresy.
The story was worse than fanfiction. The campaign was short but not even sweet. The gameplay was essentially Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Warzone was pay to win. Arena had no appeal to the casual gamer. Breakout had no appeal to anyone. The free DLC was just content that was meant to launch with the game. The graphics looked like Wind Waker. And for all of this and more, no one wanted to buy the game. I mean, Jesus. They had a really aggressive marketing campaign as well, but this was still the result. The facts speak for themselves. 343 messed up big time. I think Microsoft finally realized how financially detrimental 343 is and has done something like giving them a serious budget cut so as not to repeat Halo 5's losses. I mean, it's clear with the MCC and Halo 5 alone that 343 has not used their funding wisely. Another possibility is that Halo 5 sales and reception made Microsoft scared. So now 343 has been ordered to start from scratch and make a game that is nothing like Halo 5. Of course, this does bring up the possibility of Halo 6 returning to the gameplay of the original trilogy, but it doesn't bring up the possibility that 343 will do a good job. 343 has tripped over everything they've tried to do. It doesn't matter what. Their unwavering incompetence is just unreal. They keep on screwing up, they just put on a bigger smiley face each time. To this day, they haven't been honest about the MCC, which came out in 2014. In November, that's going to be 4 years ago. If 343 does decide to make a classic Halo game, they'll still find a way to screw it up. Maybe they'll add a single mechanic that they think is harmless, but in reality ruins the game. Maybe the weapons will be horribly balanced. Maybe the map design is going to be really lazy-like. Maybe every room is just going to be an extremely long hallway with no vantage points, choke points, or cover. Whatever it is, I cannot trust 343 to deliver on a good product. You fool me once, shame on you. You fool me twice, shame on me. Halo 5 wasn't able to fool me a third time, and I will not let Halo 6 fool me a third time, because if you fool me thrice, then we both have some big problems. And so we have the other possibility, that Halo 6 has just been cancelled. Halo's steep decline in quality and sales could have made Microsoft see nothing in Halo for the immediate future. How likely is this? Well, I'm not even sure which of these three possibilities is the most likely. If you ask me which of these is the most ideal though, well, let's go over them. If 343's gotten a budget cut, then Halo 6 is going to be less ambitious. That could be good or bad. Bad because Halo 6 might not be as exciting as it should be, but good because the constraints would necessitate a clearer focus in the game design. Would 343 adapt to these constraints? Well, probably not. If Halo 6 is being started from scratch, well, it's probably not going to be 343's worst game. And lastly, if Halo 6 has been cancelled and the Halo franchise has been put on hold, well, it definitely means that 343 is going to be shut down soon, and in the future maybe Microsoft might create a new studio and task them with new Halo games. It could also mean that this is it for Halo, and that Halo is officially dead forever. It's gonna be sad to say goodbye to this series, but at the same time, Halo has suffered too much. So, which is the best scenario? Well, probably Halo 6 being started from scratch. If 343 manages to absolutely nail it, then I think that should be the last Halo game for some time. We've already gotten 2 games that were meant to be the last Halo game, and I don't think Halo is the sort of series that necessarily needs to last another 30 years. I know that Microsoft wants Halo to last another 30 years for business reasons, but if they're going to go through with that, then after Halo 6 they should just give us a soft reboot or even a straight up reboot. I say this because what 343 has done to the Halo universe has greatly limited what is even possible for future installments, story-wise at least. Retcon after retcon, stupid revelation after stupid revelation, and it's not just Bungie's Halo that they've invalidated. 343 manages to invalidate their own works by bringing Cortana back, for instance. Unless they declare everything Halo related made after 2010 to be in an alternate timeline and then make the true Halo 4 we've all been waiting for, I'm afraid some sort of reboot is the only path forward for the Halo franchise after Halo 6. Unless of course Halo 6 ends on another cliffhanger, which would just be irritating. But like, Jesus, it seems like nothing is happening with Halo. In 2016, I said Halo is on life support, but now, Halo is either begging for euthanasia or has already been injected and is simply waiting for the sweet release of death. So, dandy discussion of the day. What do you guys think is going on with Halo 6's development, and what do you think Microsoft will do with the series after Halo 6? Leave your responses in the comments below. This is Dandy, telling you why Halo's future doesn't seem all that dandy. Peace.
It's over!
343.
I have...
A PS4.
You underestimate my...
Rec packs.
Don't try it! You were the chosen one! It was said that you would destroy,
COD.
not join them!
Make Halo great again.
Not leave it in